Welcome everybody to the House of Horrors class. So there's a class going on right now at the House of Horrors in Colorado, and I've been asked to talk for about an hour or so, answer questions, and go over a few things. Um, the idea is that we bring students to the House of Horrors, but we also have sessions that are online. So we have about 66 people registered. I see 13 people are online now, so maybe some folks are going to be getting online later on. But all of our webinars are free, live, interactive, and open to everybody. Our classes are available at the House of Horrors, and there's a fee for that, but it's a really fun time. And we have all kinds of classes at the House of Horrors. There's one in Florida, one in Colorado, and one in Pennsylvania. And the House of Horrors have hundreds of defects. And that's a lot of fun to inspect. More defects than you'll ever have in your professional career as a home inspector, all in one place, all under our roof. So it's a really cool place to hang out and learn about inspecting. But I've been asked to do about an hour presentation or so. It's up to y'all how much time we spend together, and really it's up to you guys to tell me what you want to talk about. Because I can just go on and on, but I think the idea is that most of you, all of you, are new to the home inspection profession, and I want to share some thoughts about what InterNACHI has available for you so you can be successful, whether you're starting a business on your own and or working for someone else. Those two paths are fantastic because you can make a great living doing inspections, and it's one of the best things I've ever done. So I was a home inspector for about a dozen years in Pennsylvania and around the Philadelphia area, probably 200 competitors. They were all very good, but I think our company was number one for a few reasons. I'd like to go over those reasons with you today in the next hour or so. But also, if you have any questions, if you're online, you can get online and chat me questions. That's probably one of the best ways to do it, because if you're in class, I won't be able to really see you or hear you. But if you want to use the Q&A feature, ask questions, and then other folks can upvote your question if it's a good one, or you can chat me directly or chat everybody. That's probably the best way for us to interact, especially with folks who are online in different areas all over the place. So if you wanted to go online, go to nachi.org/webinars, nachi.org/webinars, or go to any nachi.org page, and under Get Started, I believe it's Get Started. I can't even remember. No, it's under Grow Your Business. So nachi.org, nachi.org, Grow Your Business, and scroll down to webinars and videos. And there you'll find this webinar that we're doing right now. And again, for folks who are online, there's a live class being taught. It's a 5-day home inspection training class at the House of Horrors. And I've been asked to do a little presentation about business and marketing tips for new inspectors. Okay. So if you've got a computer on, just chat me any questions or text me. If you have a pencil and paper or a notebook, which is what you'll probably get in the class, write down a couple URLs, some website addresses, some website pages. And I want to start with nachi.org/everything. So if I type here nachi.org/everything, I'll get to this page. It's 15 steps to become a successful home inspector. We're going to go over the first 5. And the whole point is that you want to leverage resources so you don't have to do everything yourself. If you're starting off building a business, incorporating, you want like a LegalZoom resource, right? The InterNACHI has that. I'll show you where that is. If you want to get a website going, InterNACHI has that as well. If you need help with marketing, InterNACHI has that resource as well. Let's say you have no idea how to do a home inspection. InterNACHI has those resources. So we have everything you need to be successful. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a highly experienced veteran inspector who's been doing this forever. There are certain things that are just true. One of them in business, we'll go over a couple of them. One of them is leverage. The other one is value. Leverage is you're using something that multiplies your effort. So you have a certain effort in a task, and you leverage something that multiplies your effort so that you get more out of your effort than you would have doing it all by yourself. InterNACHI is something you should leverage because it has all of the resources you need to be successful. And I like to go over some of those resources. The first is on this page, nachi.org/everything. There are 15 steps. We put them all down here, 15 steps. And so if you're at the House of Horrors class or if you're online, you've got homework tonight. Let's see if you can get through the first 5 steps. I'll go over them briefly within the next hour. If you want to chat me a question, that'd be fantastic. So go online, chat me a question, or use the Q&A button. Step 1 is you join InterNACHI. Why would you do that? So that you have access to everything you need. InterNACHI is kind of like an amusement park, right? You buy access to walk in the door, and there's a ton of rides, right? And you don't have to ride them all. You just choose the one you want to ride, and you can ride it over and over and over again until you're sick in the stomach, right? I never rode I let the kids ride them. I always just got French fries and just waited. But that's what InterNACHI is. You pay a fee to get into this amazing library of resources. So you join InterNACHI in order to have access to everything you need. What InterNACHI has is a home inspector certificate program. It's a college level certificate program. If you go to any college, they have a 4-year degree program, they have a 2-year associate's degree program, or they have a 1-year certificate program. That's what InterNACHI has for free. It's a tuition-free college program for home inspectors. And it's provided by the only accredited tuition-free college for inspectors. That's InterNACHI School. And it has to have a .edu at the end of it. If it doesn't have a .edu, don't go to the school. I wouldn't send my kids to an unaccredited school. I assume you don't want to attend one either. So always look for a .edu. If it's a .com, their business model is to make money off of you. If it's a .edu, there are certain high standards that you have to meet. And there's only one tuition-free .edu. That's internachi.edu. So if you want instant credibility, if you don't have any cred as a home inspector, join InterNACHI and get trained and certified by InterNACHI and use the InterNACHI logo and hang that certificate on your wall or on your website and display that you are trained and certified by the world's largest organization of certified residential and commercial property inspectors. That's one way you leverage InterNACHI. It's one way to get a leg into the profession, that you are a member of a large organization and they trust that you are competent, right? If you get trained and certified by InterNACHI, essentially you are borrowing someone else's trust. It's kind of like a Google review, right? Where total strangers will review the product or service, and you trust the opinion of a total stranger. The provider of that service or product can talk about how great their service or product is until they're passed out. But as consumers, we would rather pay attention to total strangers. That's what InterNACHI is, right? It gives you that Google review. It gives you that certification, that credibility that you may be lacking. Even if you are a veteran home inspector, I'm going to tell you why you should become trained and certified by InterNACHI. Even if you have a license in a state that's issued by the government, you should be trained and certified by InterNACHI. We've got a ton of benefits. As a member of InterNACHI, remember you're walking through the door at the amusement park, you have access to everything. When you're a member of InterNACHI, there's no limit. It's unlimited access to all resources. We have online training and continuing education. If you want to learn about anything at all related to buildings, homes, systems, and components of those, it's right there online. We have certification programs. We have an inspection community. We have a mentoring program where we get certified master inspectors who agree to freely volunteer their time to help other members. This is an amazing resource that you need to leverage because you're not alone. You don't have to find a mentor in your zip code. In fact, I recommend not. Find a mentor outside of your market area so that he or she, your mentor, feels free in talking to you about being really successful, right? Because there's a bit of an innate hesitation in training a competitor. But these certified master inspectors are fantastic. They're some of the best of the best. Let me show you what it looks like. So you log into the mentoring program and I happen to be up there, but all these other people are here. So let's say you want a mentor in the United States and you want a mentor in pre-licensing or pre-listing inspections, and you want to do some ride-along inspections. Well, Chris Hilton in North Carolina, Winston-Salem, he does ride-alongs, right? So does Matthew. He's in South Carolina. Emerson is there. So that's, you can, ask for male or female, ethnic backgrounds, anything you want to find your right mentor to help you so that you're not alone. In your local community, there's going to be a chapter of InterNACHI inspectors. Join that chapter. We have member chapters to join, and we have them all over the world. If you're in Malaysia, Indonesia, we have chapters for you. South Korea is a very successful chapter. Let's go back. So all these chapters here. So I run the Raleigh chapter, by the way. So I have a chapter in Raleigh, and we get together. We have coffee, we have food, we have evening events. We just had in a couple of months ago a big state conference where you get free CE. So you can join any chapter for free. We have an inspector exam. So you take the exam, it's free, online, open to everybody in 3 languages. It's 120 questions in 60 minutes. And you can retake it and take it over and over again without waiting. And that helps you understand where you are in your knowledge, because home inspectors have to have this huge wealth of knowledge in order to do what we do. You have to know a lot about homes and buildings, systems and components, building science, moisture intrusion, energy efficiency, just the basics too about structures, about load. So this exam will test that knowledge. At the end, and every result is confidential. So if you haven't taken the online examination, you should take it today. If you're in the 5-day class, take it by Friday. It's one of the steps to become an InterNACHI certified home inspector anyways. You have to pass this exam. And at the end of the exam, the results are confidential, so you can totally blow it if you want to. Where you are weak, it will recommend a course for you. So let's say you're weak a little bit in knowing how to perform roof inspections. It will tell you a course specifically designed for you in order for you to build that knowledge up so that you can pass that exam and have confidence that you know what you need to know. So that's a free resource. We also have just a bunch of practice tests as well. There's a practice test there. We have inspection defect flashcards. So if you wanted to, let's say you're doing a home inspection, you take a picture of this. What should you say, right? What's your call? What is the most likely cause of damage of the fins of this unit, right? Was it factory damage? Was it dog urine? Was it hail or lawn mowing activities, right? And then you can click that and get the answer. So these knocks here, the inspector says moderate hail damage. So when you take a picture during an inspection, you have to be able to explain to others what you're observing. If you can't explain what you're observing, that's an easy fix by taking InterNACHI's training courses about how to communicate, how to write reports, how to describe defects. We have all of that for you. We have business training. We have the home inspection business and marketing course. I don't know any other college that provides this course, free and online home inspection business and marketing course. This is a college level course. And we'll dive a little bit deeper into that. Oh, we've got a couple questions here. Dean says, hey, maybe this is too much in the weeds, but at some point, could you go over some of the related specialty stuff with CPI certification, radon mold testing, and other things like that? Absolutely. Kevin says, I'm in Florida, just finished the required 120 hours. We'll have to take a proctored exam for my state, except Florida InterNACHI's exam, wondering the best way to study. Okay, so what you want to do is, first, Dean, could you go over the related specialty stuff? Yeah, let's do that. So I want you to go to nachi.org/certifications. nachi.org/certifications. We're going to take a look at the more than 60 inspector certifications provided by InterNACHI. So when you become a member of InterNACHI and you get trained and certified to become a home inspector, don't just stop there. Don't just stop at the certification mark, the designation, the credential is CPI. Just keep on going, right? If you're in Florida, you want to be a 4-point inspector. If you want to do a niche marketing revenue stream, get into healthy homes, right? Because there's science that shows that our homes and buildings directly affect our health. So if your clients are not feeling very well, it could be their homes or buildings affecting their health. We spend about 85% of our lives indoors, in our homes and in our workplace buildings. And if those buildings are not healthy, we're not healthy. So learn more about that relationship. It's a great way to distinguish yourself from other inspectors. Let's say I'm a new inspector and I want to get trained and certified by InterNACHI and I want to use the InterNACHI logo on my business card. I wouldn't use the InterNACHI logo, by the way. I would use this logo, the Certified Professional Inspector logo. People are not looking to hire InterNACHI. People are looking to hire a certified professional inspector. Use this logo. Don't market for InterNACHI, market your credentials, right? So once you become a certified professional inspector, I'd also get trained and certified in other things and use the logo to show that you are a professional inspector who can provide additional services. Maybe you're in an area that has meth houses. Well, you should learn the signs and indications and indicators of what a meth house is. We had a member years ago who got sick because he was inspecting a meth house and didn't understand what was going on, right? It's a good thing he was able to call and get some help. So we immediately made this course so that your safety is number one. Your whole goal as an inspector is to do your job and come home safely. Maybe you want to know about plumbing inspections. Maybe your building department in your township lacks code inspectors. Maybe you want to become a code inspector. Maybe you're on a coastal area and you want to learn about post-hurricane building safety. What does a building assessment look like after a storm, a weather event, a hurricane passes through? I'd slap this on my truck. I'd put a sign right on the side of my truck and I'd go right down the street and try to help my neighbors assess the damage that has been caused. I would contact the building department. I'd even make myself available to FEMA. And there's partnerships that we have where InterNACHI certified inspectors are hired by FEMA or those organizations that help FEMA. If you inspect wells, we've got two really great courses on well inspections. If you want to inspect for anything that damages wood, like water and termites, carpenter ants, beetles, we've got a great WDO inspection. Now, you're not going to be spraying pesticides, so your goal isn't to get a license as a licensed pesticide applicator. You want to be able to give your client information about what is destroying wood in your inspection at the home that you're inspecting. So you don't want to be in the business of identifying the particular type of bug. You just want to find the damage that's caused by that organism. So get trained and certified. This is a great one. Rental ready. Market yourself to renters. There's so many renters now, right? They're renting buildings and homes all over the place. There are a lot of renters out there who can't afford to buy their first home, so they rent. But you're a professional who can help people moving into a home that may not be 100% safe or functioning well or healthy. So we train you on becoming a rental ready inspector. Okay. So dean.nachi.org/certification. Get infrared certified. Buy an infrared camera, a couple $100, a few $100, $500, $600, something like that. You'll be able to see things that other home inspectors can't. And we train you how to use an infrared camera. It's kind of like a flashlight, right? A flashlight allows you to see things that you wouldn't be able to see without it. Same thing with an infrared camera. The problem is the infrared camera looks a lot different than what you see with your eyes with a flashlight. You have to know how to interpret the images that have been given to you by this specialized tool. And that takes some time to learn about that, but it's all online and free. Okay. So Dean and everybody, nachi.org/certification, get trained and certified in more than just home inspections. And to become a trained and certified home inspector, there are 6 steps to attain this credential. And here they are. You have to pass that online examination that we talked about earlier, free online examination that tells you where you're weak at the very end, and it gives you a recommended course to take in order to boost your knowledge in that topic. You can take that without becoming a member. It is open to everyone. So if you're a contractor right now, and you want to know a little bit about what home inspectors know, let's see if you can pass that exam. I bet you can't. I bet if you're a contractor right now and you're like, oh, this home inspector stuff is easy, take the exam and then email me what your first score was. Home inspectors know a lot. I would say home inspectors have to know just about everything more than contractors, more than building inspectors. Building inspectors, code inspectors, know only code. It's a thick code book, but that's all they know. Home inspectors take the code book. We understand how to build a home, but we have a skill set that's very different. We have to learn what all of the systems are doing in the home as a whole, because a home is a system of interdependent parts where one part affects many other parts. And those are amplified as the house ages. Building inspectors only know what brand new things look like. Home inspectors know what things look like decades later after they're built. So it's a different skill set. You have to take the Code of Ethics course, Standards of Practice course. You have to submit 4 mock reports. You have to write reports using our free inspection software. It's not really for clients. It's really just for this certification step. So use our checklist, upload pictures, make comments, and do that 4 times. You can inspect any home or your home 4 times if you'd like. Inspect a client's home, inspect a neighbor's home, inspect not a client, you don't have a client yet. Inspect someone from your workplace. Join a chapter and inspect each other's homes. These are the 6 steps to become a certified home inspector. If you're in the class right now, the House of Horrors class, this is your goal by Friday, if you haven't done this already. Once you become certified by InterNACHI, another level of benefits open up to you, like the marketing team. The marketing team works for InterNACHI certified inspectors. They don't work for every member because they work with certification logos and designing your brand and consulting with you about your services, your inspection services. So not every member is a home inspector. So as soon as you become a certified home inspector using the 6 steps, you have access to this member, marketing team. You get to leverage these individuals who can help with your marketing team. They're consultants, illustrators, designers, and an editor-in-chief. If you need a logo, they'll design a logo for you. If you need a business card, you all need a business card. They'll design that business card for you. And it's designed perfectly. No mistakes. And it's custom to how you want it. So here's a business card there, front and back. There's flyers, rack cards, vehicle magnets. You can customize a home maintenance book cover. You can get folders, postcards, anything printed out and handed out. Door hangers, yard signs, anything you can possibly think of in your marketing. Don't try to design it yourself. And don't hire your cousin because they got a bachelor's degree in something. If you're going to market to a real estate professional, they can see a crappy business card from 20 feet away. You take all of that design work and you put it on a website and use InterNACHI's official vendor for inspector websites. So we have it all for you. And it's all listed on the 5 steps. The first 5 steps. Join InterNACHI, get trained and certified. We talked about getting trained, getting certified, licensed and experienced. Well, if you have a license in your state, like Kevin, he's going to go and get a license from Florida. That license that's issued by the state of Florida is really meaningless. He can just throw that away. It's not a guarantee that Kevin is going to be successful as a home inspector in Florida. All that license, that state issued license means is you have met the absolute minimum legal requirements to perform that inspection. You have met the lowest bar. Any lower, you'd be a criminal. So when you hold a license, you're just above being a criminal. And that is the lowest bar you can possibly have as a professional. So what do you do if you're holding a license that hundreds to thousands of other licensees are holding. It's all about marketing. That license doesn't mean anything really to your business. It just means you've met the minimum standards by law. And that if you hold this license, it doesn't distinguish you from anybody else. It actually makes you the same as everybody else. So you want to distinguish yourself by getting trained and certified as an InterNACHI inspector, but also in other services like rental ready or healthy homes or WDO inspections or infrared certified inspections. Whatever niche you want to get into, you have to go beyond that which makes you a commodity. A commodity is something that is interchangeable with anybody else. Like home inspections, you know, kind of commodity, right? We we uh we do a home inspection according to the same standards of practice. We use basically the same tools. We may even taken the same training courses. We use software to write our reports. Our reports have summaries. We take pictures, maybe some video. We inspect the same systems and components. We almost say the same things. We do exactly the same stuff all over the United States, Canada, all over the world. That's a commodity service. But you don't want to be that because how is someone supposed to choose you and hire you instead of anybody else who's doing the same thing? I mean, what is your answer to the question? Maybe you haven't thought about it because you're new. This is a class for new inspectors, but eventually you're gonna have to think about the answer to the question, well, why should I hire you? Because you're a home inspector. There's 100 other home inspectors I can choose from. Why should I hire you? Well, I passed the exam. So does everyone else. Why should I hire you? Well, I use software. Yeah, so does everybody else. Why should I hire? You have to figure out why I hold a license. So does 10,000 other people. Doesn't mean anything. So that is part of marketing. I'm kind of downplaying the training part, right? Every home inspector has to get trained and certified. Kevin is just completed 120 hours required by Florida State to become a home inspector. 120 hours of training. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. It's a lot of big investment to become a home inspector. It takes a lot to become a home inspector, but that doesn't guarantee that you're going to be successful because you're trained and certified. You have to think about marketing, about business and marketing. And I'd like to tell you a little bit about that if I have time, about how to measure whether your marketing is working or not. I'll show you whether or not your marketing is going to be working or not. There's one tool that you should use. And your marketing is that which communicates why you should be hired. Marketing is emails, website, the marketing teams, print marketing, your business cards, anything you're doing out there to send the message out of why you're special, different, unique, valuable, and you're proposing that to other people. It's a unique value proposition, they call it, or a unique sales proposition. You want to be communicating why you should be hired instead of anybody else who's doing the same old thing as you. So you're getting trained and certified, but you have to change your mind. Don't get stuck in the training and the certification. You have to think of yourself as someone who is running a business. Even if you work for someone else, even if your goal is to work for someone else, yeah, because you become a valuable employee. An employee who just does home inspections, well, that's great. But one who understands the value of the services you're providing because you took maybe a home inspection business and marketing course from a college, that's more valuable. So go beyond the basic training and start thinking about business and marketing, business, operations, leveraging resources so you don't have to do everything yourself, and marketing, identifying who you are and why you're the best burger in town, right? Let me jump to that one course that we already took a look at. So go to anynachi.org page, go to Get Started, scroll down to our education page, and you get to the home inspector training page, right? And it's all the training is provided by our college. You type in marketing, and on the left side is your filter, and on your right side are the courses that have the word marketing in it. If you're in Canada, you want to take the home inspection business and marketing course for Canada. But let's open up the home inspection business and marketing course that's offered to everybody. And you go through, you log in. I'm taking this for education. I have my license number. If you have a license number, you want to enter it before you complete any course so we can give you that credit. And go to chapter 13, and you want to work on your branding and marketing. And your branding is being able to answer those questions. Why should I hire you instead of anybody else? Why are you different from all the rest? So one part of this course is amazing. You can just jump in and jump out. You don't have to take the whole course. You don't have to start from the very beginning. You can start anywhere you want. I recommend chapter 13 and look at branding. So start thinking differently. Go beyond the training and start thinking about marketing. Trying to figure out how you can compete with the person next to you. How would you compete with the person next to you if you're doing the same service? Well, we have that mental exercise for you. You just answer these questions and you start to change your mind from becoming technically great at performing inspections to being a good owner and operator of a business. You want to change your mind to a business owner, even if you want to work for someone else. Think of yourself as a business owner who just happens to offer home inspections. It could be any kind of business. You could serve cheeseburgers. It's the same stuff. So this is a great resource. When you're an InterNACHI member, you get to take the home inspection business and marketing course. Here's another chapter that I love. It's chapter 11. It's about, here it is. It's about learning how to price your services so that they're profitable. And you don't want to compete on price. If everything is the same, if we're doing the same thing, if you're trained in home inspections, I'm trained in, I'm certified, you're certified, I can do some ancillary inspections and stuff like that, then we use the same software, we take pictures, where you have really good first impressions, we shake hands and we got nice business cards. What is going to distinguish you from the rest is how your client perceives the value that you provide. If the perceived value is overwhelming, that's your goal. You want to overwhelm your potential clients with value. If the perceived value is overwhelming in comparison to the cost, then it's a great decision. And we teach this in the home inspection business and marketing course. So if the perceived value, if someone sees your website and says, wow, that's a great inspection service. We got to hire that person. They're overwhelmed by your brand, your proposal of how you're unique and special, how you're going to solve their problem, meet their need, always be there for them in a special way, only the way that only you can provide. If their value is perceived to be overwhelmingly good, they are going to open up their wallet and pay what you demand. So you want to compete on value, not on price. If everything's the same, the only distinguishing characteristic would be price. And lowest price wins. And that's not good for anybody. In Florida, they compete on price. I don't know how it started, trying to change it. But you can get a home inspection for, I think it's now down to $100. No one can live off of that. That's a devaluing of an incredible, valuable service. Home inspectors are incredibly valuable to everyone in a home or building. You can either own it, sell it, rent it, occupy it, lease it, especially home buyers. Every home buyer should hire a home inspector. Every homeowner should hire a home inspector in order to maintain that investment. You're helping people during a real estate transaction to make the most important decision of their life that's going to last them for decades. And they need somebody who isn't going to sell them stuff like a contractor is going to sell them insulation and windows. You want somebody trusted who lives in the neighborhood, who doesn't sell anything other than valuable information so you can make a smart decision that's going to affect the rest of your life financially. Home inspectors are incredibly valuable. And so you have to compete on value, not on price. There's a story about Picasso. Picasso was in New York with his friends, and he's sitting at a cafe and he's having some coffee. And the server comes by and she says, "Oh, Mr. Picasso, Pablo, can you use a napkin and this pen and sketch a picture of me?" And he hesitantly goes, "Okay, I'll sketch it." So he grabs the napkin and the pen, and Pablo Picasso sketches, real quick, a little sketch. It's abstract. Can't even understand it. It kind of looks like this picture here. And, shows the woman his sketch on the napkin. And she's so moved. She reaches to grab the napkin, and Pablo Picasso stops her hand and says, "Madam, that'll be $10,000, please." $10,000? That only took you like a couple minutes. "No, madam. That took me 50 years to sketch." So if you're doing training, if you're getting trained and certified right now, if you're just finishing up 120 hours in Florida, like my friend Kevin, or if you're in the House of Horrors right now, spending 5 full days of getting trained and certified as a home inspector, if you're online right now taking online training courses from the only tuition-free home inspector college, and you're passing that exam, you keep failing, but you're going to pass that exam anyways. Make sure you price your services for all that work. Don't price it based upon it only took you 2 hours to do the inspection. Don't price it based upon what your friendly competitor is charging. Don't price it on what the real estate agent says you should be charging. Don't price it on your feelings or emotions. Base it upon math. It's mathematics of value. And we teach that in our business and marketing course. I'm really harping on this business and marketing course because InterNACHI is known for all the training, right? We are known for the technical training. Look at all of the training you can get. There are hundreds of courses you can take, but that doesn't mean you're going to be 100% successful as a business owner or an employee. You have to somehow, at the same time, learn business and marketing. That is the main tip that I'm going to leave with you today. If you can remember only one thing, it's you have to do both. You have to be good at home inspections and you have to be good at business and marketing as well. And where those two meet are greatest inspectors. You want to be great at all those things, all at all at the same time. There's three legs to that success. That's the technical training, that's the business operations, and that's the marketing. That's to communicate how you communicate your brand and why you are uniquely valuable and how that value is overwhelming to other people in relation to the cost of hiring you. So let's go back to that URL, nachi.org/everything. And I think we've done step one. We've done step two, accept experience. If you want to get inspection experience and gain confidence that you need, go to a House of Horrors and really have a lot of fun there. Or we have some information about how you can get experience. One of them is an easy thing. We have videos of certified master inspectors who perform inspections according to the standards of practice, system by system. And you watch the 8-minute video, 9-minute video of a master inspector inspecting the roof, and then you go inspect the roof. And then you come back, and that inspector is going to inspect the exterior according to the standards of practice, and then you go inspect. So you're essentially having master inspectors all over the world teach you at your pace. That is a really great way of getting experience. Another great way of getting experience is we all live in a neighborhood. All of your neighbors should know that you're a home inspector, or you're studying to become a home inspector, or you need experience in performing home inspections, and you'll do it for free. Unpaid clients, because you're just training and getting experience, right? You want on every heavy rain, you want your neighbors in your driveway because they know you're the inspector and that you have a moisture meter and infrared camera. And you can help them figure out, where is this water coming from? And you've also taken the moisture intrusion course, right? So you're trained, but you just need experience. Inspect your home 10 times. Here's Lon. He's inspecting the roof right there. And all these videos here, they're fantastic videos. It's one easy way to get experience. Let's say you're trying to market yourself and you have no experience at all. Okay, if that was me, I'd kill my competition. I'd kill all the competitors around me who have years of experience. I would just change the deficit into a benefit of hiring me. The benefit of hiring me, if I have no experience, would be, well, I don't have a second job today. I only have one. I only have one job, and I'm going to spend all day with you if you want. I'm going to hold your hand. I'm going to answer every question, and we're going to take this slow. Because guess what? These experienced inspectors and veteran inspectors, they've got 2 or 3 more jobs to get to. They got to pound these out. Not me. I'm going to compete by slowing this process down. That's how I would compete against people. If I have no experience, I'd compete. I'd also compete by using technology, right? I'd be on social media, TikTok, Instagram, not Facebook. And I'd show that I'm young, I'm using software, I'm new, I use fantastic digital whatever, take pictures, send them off to you, summary reports. The reports are looking fantastic. There are software companies now that just do amazing reports. Let's see, is it Inspectogram? Inspectagram. Yeah, these guys are awesome. Inspectagram. Take a look at their reports. They're amazing reports. So if these experienced inspectors who've been doing it for 20 years like this, using paper and pencil still, I would just blow them out of the water with technology. When you don't have experience, you've got all the confidence in the world. When you have experience, you kind of get slow. So that's how I would compete. But here's a great way to get experience. And that's in step 2. Step 3 is you need some tools and software. Don't spend more than $100. Go to Lowe's or Home Depot, buy a flashlight, buy a GFCI tester, buy a voltage meter, a voltage tester, right? You want to test, you want to touch a wire without getting electrocuted. You want to see if it's live or not, right? Those 3 things. You can make a great living with those 3 tools. You don't need anything else to do a home inspection. The word flashlight does not appear in the standards of practice. You actually don't need any tools to do a home inspection. That's the truth. And if you are using any tool, you have exceeded the standards of practice. Don't get fooled by an unaccredited instructor who tells you don't exceed the standards of practice. Of course, you're going to exceed the standards of practice, right? You want your instructor to tell you about exceeding the standards of practice. Remember what we talked about earlier in my presentation about meeting the absolute legal minimum to be an inspector. That is a low bar. By performing an inspection according to the minimum standards of practice, you are performing an inspection according to the least, the most, how should I put it? If you don't perform a home inspection according to the minimum standards of practice, you're illegally performing an inspection. You're, again, one step above criminal. Here's the minimum standards of practice, criminal. Minimum standards of practice, criminal. Right? You want to exceed the standards of practice. And if you're using a flashlight, you have exceeded the standards of practice. Don't get fooled by any instructors who says things like, well, you want to perform within the scope of a standards of practice. There's no such thing. The standards of practice is a minimum. It is the thing upon which you stand. It should be below your feet. Just like a license, a state issued license means nothing. You can throw it out of the way or just stand upon it and use it as a foundation upon which to build a great inspection service. So step 3 is purchasing tools, equipment, and software. And you want to leverage InterNACHI, right? One way to leverage InterNACHI is you get membership discounts. Any tool that you buy from any store, I want you to say, what is the InterNACHI membership discount? If they don't have an InterNACHI membership discount, force them to give you one. Leverage the size of InterNACHI to your benefit. If you need a tool at a discount, if you need software at a discount, make sure we understand at InterNACHI that they are not giving you a discount, and we'll step in for you. We'll advocate for you. We'll negotiate for you. And that's for tools, equipment, anything, insurance, anything you need. Okay. That's the benefit, one of the main benefits of being a member of InterNACHI. So you can leverage InterNACHI to get discounts. InterNACHI does 2 things really well, I would say. InterNACHI helps you make more money with the ancillary training services that we saw on NACHI.org/certification, with the business and marketing training that we saw in the home inspection business and marketing course in order to develop your brand. You can leverage the InterNACHI marketing team to do all of your marketing, and all of their work is free. All of the InterNACHI marketing team's work is free. All you do is pay for the printing. So we help you make more money. We also help you keep more money. Our benefits page, NACHI.org/benefits, is filled with free stuff and discounts. So we help you make more money, and we help you keep as much money as possible. So here's the software. We have inspection checklists for anything. If you wanted to inspect a refrigerator tonight, right? We have an inspection checklist for refrigerators. We have everything you need to inspect, we've got a checklist for it. And if you found something that we don't have a checklist for, please tell the education team and they'll figure it out. We have fetch report, which means if you have a software that produces reports within a PDF and you want to share it with your clients, don't send it by email. It's too heavy and bulky and it looks crappy doing that. You want to put it in the cloud and give very easy access to your clients to their reports. And so InterNACHI's fetch report is a free service to upload your PDF reports and share them with your clients. And then we also have report writing software. We have our free report writing software for doing those mock reports to get certified, but we also have free wind mitigation software for those folks who are in wind mitigation inspections. We have a free wind mitigation and software, and we also have discounts for home inspection software and mold software. And we have inspection checklists as well. So that's step 3. Step 4, let's see. Oh, wait, instead of doing that, instead of me rattling on and on and on, let's see if we have some questions here. Dean, so seems like a jack of all trades, basic cert, infrared, drone, do whatever. Yeah, drone. Oh, if I was gonna compete also with experienced inspectors who can get up on the roof better than I can, I would just fly a drone. You can buy a drone for, I don't know, $400. Make sure it's the mini, less than 250 grams, so it's easy to register. Of course, this would be based upon where you guess you live in Maine, so radon's a big deal. Right. So if you're in an area with radon, second leading cause of lung cancer, make sure you are trained and certified in radon. And it may be a state regulated thing, but InterNACHI has these resources so you can get trained in your state or certified in your state through our free. It's usually the state says, well, you have to prove that you took a course that's approved by something. So InterNACHI can provide that value to you. How do you market your concern for life, health, safety without sounding like an alarmist? By understanding that homes connect us all. That's the common thing for everybody, unless you're unfortunately without a home. But assuming that's not the case, we all need shelter that's safe, functioning, and healthy. That's not an alarmist. That's just good, basic common sense. So you market yourself in that way. I want to provide information to my clients so that they can live in a home that's safe, functioning, and healthy. Not every home is. Not every home has major defects, but some do. Not every home has like unsafe features that, but some do. Even brand new homes are built that way. You'll often hear a real estate agent say, when you're inspecting a home that's 20 years old, well, it was built to code back then. Yeah, code changes when someone gets hurt. So what you want to do is you want to inspect without any regard to the age of the home and inspect with those 3 things in mind. That everybody wants a home that's safe, works well, functions well, supposed to do what it's supposed to do, and it's healthy. If it ain't safe, and it ain't working, and it's ruining my health, that's not a great place to be, right? And home inspectors are educators. We're storytellers of the home. We provide valuable information. We educate our clients about how the home works and how to maintain it and how to fix things that are broken. And that valuable information can be applied by the homeowner because we explain technical stuff in plain language so that they can fix things while they're small before they become too big to fix themselves. Home inspectors also provide valuable information so that they can hire the best contractors, so that they can question the unnecessary repairs that are recommended by contractors. Not to beat up contractors, but we're in a different business model. Home inspectors are not in the business of selling windows. Contractors who pull up in the driveway and the back truck is filled with insulation, their business model is to sell that insulation. And I respect that. Home inspectors, we pull up in the driveway and all we want to do is educate. We want to observe the condition of the home and inform our client about the condition of the home. And if there's something wrong, why it's wrong and what to do next. And we're out. We want to follow up, make sure the contractor does it right and didn't do too much. If I recommend a repair on the roof, I do not want to see my neighbor replacing the roof. Sometimes that happens, right? So we need to inform our clients so that they can question the recommendations made by contractors that may be unnecessary. If anything goes wrong in a house that I inspect, I want that person to call me first. Of course, I'm not taking responsibility for future events, but what I'm doing is I'm ensuring that my clients, and I have clients, not customers. Customers buy pizza. I have clients that I take care of for the rest of their life. Yeah. That's how valuable I think I am. I could be insane. I don't know. But I think every home should be inspected because we want our homes to be safe, functioning, and healthy. There's only one person on the planet Earth who can provide that information and help millions of homeowners. That's a certified home inspector. That's how valuable you are. It's how much fun this job is. And I want you to be in this job for a long time. So I want you to get technically trained. And InterNACHI has the best place to do that. We're an accredited college, and all those courses are college accredited courses. Get technically trained, but go beyond basic training and learn about business and marketing. Jeremiah, how do you bring clients into real estate agents as a brand new home inspector without any experience, given you have a saturated market with veteran inspectors? Yeah, I think we already talked about that. One way, it's, there are many ways to break in, to put your foot in the door. Sometimes you have to kick the door open. And sometimes you have to do something just temporarily to get your name out there. And sometimes it's discounting your service. Yeah, just once for one real estate agent. You're trying to get an ambassador to speak well of you in the office. And I've given away, when I remember doing an inspection for free for a real estate office. Well, I promised a real estate agent that if I was ever late, I would do the inspection for free. And I did that once. We were late. I did the entire inspection. And at the end, when I was going to get paid and have a credit card strike, I said, it's free. This is on me. That blew up. That was probably the best piece of marketing that our company ever did. We did a free inspection because we made a mistake and we wanted to make someone whole again. So we did a free inspection. That spread like wildfire. All the people are calling us up. Agents never heard of us, jumped ship from their favorite inspector, their veteran inspector, right? And went with us. So there are many ways to get your foot in the door. Dean says, oh, that's a huge list. Tanisha, there are many similar options for the Virgin Islands. Yeah, Virgin Islands. So what you want to do is wherever you are, you want to go nachi.org/ if you're in Spain, nachi.org/Spain, right? nachi.org/ well, I can't type, but you get the idea. So Virgin Islands, nachi.org/Virgin Islands. If you don't have information, if you can't find information, we have almost 30 people who work at InterNACHI that will answer your question. We have all these people working at InterNACHI, and all they do all day long is help members be successful. And it usually takes like trying to find information for you that you need. It just goes on and on. This is something you should leverage, right? Go to nachi.org/ something you should let. Why would you leverage 30 people? Because they work for you for free. Imagine hiring 30 people to work on your business 24/7. You wouldn't be able to do it. Remember the marketing team? 8 people there? You can't possibly hire 8 people to work on your marketing for free. But with InterNACHI, you can leverage that resource in order to make more money and keep money in your pocket. Here's our focus. It's on our homepage. We just help you succeed in any way possible. If you have a need, that's music to our ears. Tell us what you need, and we'll try to get it to you. That's your attitude to your clients. If there's anything wrong with your house, call me up. I want to take a look at it. Don't hire a contractor yet. Just let me look at it. I'll come over. Can I come over right now? Toilet's leaking? Let me take a look. Might not be, could be a wax seal, could be something else. I don't know. No, I'll come over. Okay. Do anything for your clients. You'll do anything for your clients. That's your attitude. You have to, this isn't about scaring people. It's about educating people about something that is constantly falling apart. That's our homes and buildings. It's called entropy. It's thermodynamics. It's a law of physics. These things that we build, and in the United States, we don't build them very well. We build them to last 20 years. That's why home inspectors are in demand. In Europe, they build them to last centuries. But every home, even in Europe, I've been there, those homes, the insides, the structures are built out of stone and concrete, but the insides are falling apart. Everything falls apart. It's one of the best things to be. A contractor is a lot of fun because you get to fix stuff. But we are about 6 months ahead of every contractor. We talk to people who will eventually hire a contractor, but months later. So you are in, we calculated it in the United States, home inspectors influence about $32 billion in home renovation projects. $32 billion every year. Home Depot and Lowe's should love you. When you're a home inspector and you walk into Lowe's or Home Depot, everybody there should, the corporate suits of that store should come out and shake your hand, because home inspectors influence billions of dollars every year in the home maintenance, do-it-yourself project, home renovation industry. That's how much power you have as a home inspector. You're really helping a lot of people, millions of people every year. And you're helping your own neighbors, which is even better. I believe I've gone over my time. Does anybody have any? Oh, there's more questions. Let me see. Are there any similar? Thank you for your. Can you please recommend software to use in a bit about where to use marketing if you're just starting out? Software. I've used HomeGauge, Home Inspector Pro. I have Spectora on my phone. I like it's not Instagram, Inspectogram, Inspectogram. And there's another one that I'm trying to learn, but I've forgotten the name. But that's on nachi.org/everything. And it's software right there. That's step number 3. And so you go down and you go to our e-commerce partner, inspectoroutlet.com. It's InterNACHI's official store. We talked a lot about training and business and marketing. One of the things I'd like to tell you is all of that marketing, don't let it go to waste. So there's one thing that measures your marketing, and that's your website. But not all websites are designed like this. InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs, they design websites using Wix. You could do it yourself today. In fact, it's pretty easy to get a website and affordable. But what you want to do is you don't want to do everything yourself. You want to leverage something from InterNACHI that multiplies your effort. And so if you are looking for a website, go to nachi.org/website, and InterNACHI's official vendor, Inspector Website Builder, gives discounts to InterNACHI members, and they'll design a website for you. And it's not just a website. Everyone does websites designs. HomeGauge does website designs. Spectora does website designs. Home Inspector Pro does website designs. Inspector Toolbelt does website designs. What you want is a website that measures your marketing efforts so that you can stop guessing and wasting money. You can answer the question, does this marketing task make me money? If you get a website designed by Inspector Website Builder, they'll give you a website with a dashboard that can answer the question. Let's see if I can quickly get on my dashboard. That can answer the question. Oops. No, I can't. I have to log in as me. I have so many accounts. I can barely keep track. Isn't that amazing? Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can log in and talk at the same time. I can't. I can barely chew gum and talk at the same time. What you want to do is you want to have a website that has analytics. Analytics is like a measuring device. It measures how your website is doing, right? And if you are going to do a marketing campaign, like emailing real estate agents or posting on social media or engaging on social media with real estate agents or going to an event and buying a table for homeowners or doing a real estate presentation for CE, right? You're teaching CE to real estate agents, or you want to track every business card. You want to see if you want to see if your QR code on your truck is converting clients into money. You want to know, think of all of the marketing things you do, everything, door to door, doorknobs, yard signs, Google ads, Facebook ads. Every marketing task has to be measured. Otherwise, you're just guessing. You can hire people to do your social media, but they have to answer the question, did that make me money? Don't tell me the number of visitors. Don't tell me the number of impressions. That's BS. Don't tell me how many people visited my homepage because your social media something. No. Tell me how much money did I make? You want conversion rates. You want revenue. And there's only one thing that measures that. That's a website designed by InterNACHI's official vendor for website designs. Or you, if you want to learn how to use website analytics through Wix. Go to Wix right now, build a website, and upgrade it so you have data analytics. There's only one thing that measures all of your marketing tasks, your social media marketing, your email automations, your coupons, your links in your bios, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Google ads. It even does social media marketing. You don't have to think about it. So it has a social media planner, right? Maybe I can get to my planner here. You don't even have to think about what social media posts you want to do this week. It will tell you. So here's my bigbeninspections.com. Bigbeninspections.com. I'm not a home inspector anymore. Bigbeninspections.com is a home inspection training website, right? And so here are all my posts. Whenever I do a post on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. I do it through that which measures conversion. Don't just go on Instagram and post something. Because was it successful or not? Is it making you money or not? If tonight you want to post on Facebook about this really cool thing that you're inspecting at the House of Horrors, why aren't you measuring it? Don't waste your time. Now you can have fun on social media, but if you're going to be a business owner and operator of a successful business, you have to measure everything that you do. And one of the things that you have to measure is your marketing. And you have to answer the question, am I making money or am I just wasting money? You can hire someone to tell you how many visits and how many impressions we got this month. And look, it went up this month. Oh, but can they tell you, did this social media post make me money? So all of these posts are scheduled way in advance. I don't know how many I have scheduled in advance. Here are posts that I've already made, right? And like this one. Here's a short video on chimney inspections. It's on LinkedIn, and I got 6 people to visit my website. That was a big waste. This one was on Facebook. I got 400 impressions, almost 400 reach, 60 interactions, and 1 site visit. But the real analytics is this: did I convert anybody to make money? Did they purchase anything? And the answer is no. I don't have a website that actually sells inspection services. You can go on it right now. You can try to schedule. I'm not going to show up at the inspection, but you do. And through your website, you should be able to see whether that social media post made you money. Here's the answer. Like if I was working for you and you asked me, and I was in charge of marketing, and you asked me, hey, are we making any money from your social media posts? I could tell you exactly if we are or not. Or maybe that's not the goal, to make money from a social media post, because it will track. Like if you do a Facebook post, the people who saw it will click it, and that person who clicked will visit your website, and that website is tracking everybody who visits your website, and it will show you. I can show you where that person goes, the behavior of that person. Where did they land? Did they go to the schedule now page? Yes. Did they put something in a cart? How much was it? Did they pay for it? I can tell you exactly where you go. If you land on my website right now, I can actually chat with you. There's a little chat bar, and I can chat with you because my website has a chat feature, and we know 87% conversion rate when you chat with somebody. Your website better be measuring your marketing and chatting with every visitor. If you're not chatting with every visitor, you are allowing people to just make up their own minds whether they like you or not. I mean, imagine everybody, if you do a marketing campaign, right? A marketing campaign of some kind, all the channels that we just went over. Let's say you send that out. Now you have a device that measures whether that person lands on your website, where do they go, and if they spend any money, to push them over the edge from being a visitor to a client. You can chat with them. That's amazing. You could be on the roof chatting with somebody. If you're chatting with a visitor, you ask them for their phone number so you can call them again after you get off the roof, because you don't want to chat while you're on the roof. Okay, it's dangerous. Get down, get in your truck, have lunch, and then text everybody back who visited your website so you can have these automations in place. You want to leverage systems that make you money. And one of them is a website that is designed to measure your marketing efforts. You have to be technically good at home inspections. You have to know about business operations. You have to be measuring your marketing efforts. You have to be good at all three. Okay? I think that's what I wanted to share with you. I think I've been talking for about an hour and a half or so, or something like that. If anybody has any questions, I'm always available and I'd be honored to help. I'm going to chat my email address. It's ben at internachi.org. Ben at internachi.org. And that was a lot of fun. We had a good time, I think. I went over a lot of things. Hopefully, it was successful for you. And again, feel free to reach out to me. I'm ben at internachi.org. And folks, in the House of Horrors class, have a ton of fun, man. That is an amusement park all by itself. It is so much fun. Try to get somebody to go in the crawl space under the first floor toilet and you flush the toilet because warn them because it leaks and that's fun to catch. All right, everybody. Have fun at the House of Horrors. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you all. Bye now.